Hey guys, so we are here at 606 Labarre. I'm going to spin around and give you guys a look at the neighborhood. So this one was built in 2018. It's 1903 square foot, listed for $345, and it is a 4-bed, 2-bath with a 2-car garage. The school is literally right there. So definitely like easy walk into school distance. Big thing with this one, the roof was replaced in 2020. I feel like I may have talked about this before, but we had a pretty significant hailstorm in 2020 and in 2021. So like everybody that didn't get a new roof in 2020 got one in 2021. And I also feel like I've kind of touched on the neighborhood, but just like a little reminder, this one does have neighborhood pool, playground. There's a walking trail. There's some kids fighting in the front yard right now somewhere. Sounds like sisters. There's a walking trail and there's like a couple of stocked ponds that you can fish in. The big difference between this one and Tallgrass, not a huge difference. This one does have the screened in porch, and this one is that more like modern look. So this side is like your meters and stuff. It's going to be AT&T electric and gas. And your water meter should be out in your front yard somewhere. It's usually buried. You do have a spigot on this side as well. So this one's a little more modern than the other one. It has the screened in porch, and it does have a couple of like the upgrades that they started offering when they were building these versus the other one. It was 2016.
Front door.
Security system and the refrigerator both stay. Hopefully you can change that beep beep. It scared me earlier. So this is the entryway. So, and I'll point out like the upgrades. In the corners you can see the teardrops. This is the 2-tier crown molding, and then the updated fixtures as well that have that more modern look. And we'll go through the main parts of the house, and then we'll come back over here. All of your bedrooms are off of the front door too. This is the engineered hardwood plank floors. So in terms of like durability, the ceramic with like tile is going to be your most durable because it is tile. Then second would be the engineered hardwood floors. Another upgrade in this room is the tray lighting. That's another thing that they had started doing around the 2018. They may have offered it in 2016, but I don't think so. You'll also notice that all of our like doorways and cutouts are more square, kind of giving it that more modern feel. The other one was arches. You do have the built-ins. It looks like they have done like a shiplap looking wallpaper. Like this isn't real wood, it is a wallpaper. It looks like it was done well though. And you do have an outlet on this side. They do have the gas burning logs currently, and they've done like a lime wash on the fireplace. And then over here is internet and an additional outlet. They did leave behind the TV mount. You do have an outlet here. And then this is like a runner for like your cables and stuff, but I'm not sure where it comes out at. We will probably find it at some point. Oh, I forgot to turn on kitchen lights. I knew I was forgetting something. So dining area here, super similar to the last one. And I may have already said this. I think there is a discrepancy in the square footage between this one and the other one, because this one is 1903 and the other one's 1922. I don't know that it's actually like smaller, which obviously 19 square feet, you can't really feel a difference. Another upgrade is the like fancy window trim. You have the 3-centimeter granite countertops, undermount sink. Turn on all of the lights. Double door stainless steel fridge. If I remember correctly, this was bought in 23. They've upgraded these cabinets. Actually, did they add this? They may have added these on. These are nice though. Dishwashers on this side. We do have gas burning oven. Me and words today. Pantry here. And I do think, I'm wondering if they rescheduled me to today because they were like finishing up moving. And we have coffee bar over here. It does have an outlet. Maybe some light bulbs are out. Try again. Yeah, I'm guessing we have some lights that are out over here. 2-car garage. You do have your hot water heater down here. Big fan of that. And this is 2018, so it is original, and the HVAC is more than likely going to be original too. You have some additional storage here. I've seen where people will build a bench here for shoes and stuff. And then just pretty standard garage. You do have like vehicle will probably overhang here, but you could use like kind of this area for some storage space. Why is the door making that noise? I don't know what's going on, but I'm a little freaked out. Attic access, and they also have a TV mount out here too. I wonder if maybe the wind's blowing or something. I don't know, but I've never had a garage door do that, and it's kind of weird. It's stuff like that happens during videos that makes me wish I was a little more like tech savvy so I could edit it out. And then we've covered kitchen. We'll head over to the primary. So your bedrooms are going to be back here. Primary is going to be on this side. You are going to have like your bathroom and your laundry room in between. You guys haven't like voiced that you would like that, but just in case that is like a concern. Pretty good size primary. They have painted in here. It is like more of like a chocolatey, lighter brown kind of color. Gray brown maybe. And then you have double door entry. We have a light bulb out in here too. I knew it looked a little dim. You have double door entry into the bathroom. You have the slipper tub, which is also an upgrade for Southern home builders. And then they also brought the tile up a little bit around the tub, which is also an upgrade. You have the double vanity on this side. And then back here we have tile shower, fiberglass insert, and the frameless glass door. In my personal opinion, fiberglass insert's kind of the way to go with shower floor because tile does eventually start leaking. And then we have water closet over here. We do have a storage cabinet above, which is nice. And then the closet is going to be in this back corner over here. They have done some built-ins, very DIY built-ins. And then you have tons of racks. And then back here, there's some hooks and stuff that have gotten left behind. I don't think there's any outlets in this closet. I don't know if that's a big deal either. Sweet, so let's head back up to the front. And we'll check out these guest bedrooms real quick. So all your guest rooms are up here. Right through the walkway, we have guest room number 1. And we can probably get a copy of the floor plan too if we are curious about like room measurements. You have double door closet over there. There is kind of like a darker spot here in front of the closet and the carpet. Carpet is probably 2018. It is the like 3rd level carpet, the shaggier, more comfortable versus the builder grade. And it also has the Nest thermostat. Then directly across you have guest bathroom. It is single sink, but the oversized vanity. And then back here is shower, wet room. They did do the porcelain tub with the matching tile up the wall. We do have like a little cosmetic. It's where the tape has popped, where the pieces of sheetrock join. And it's honestly probably from people showering in here and not turning the fan on. Another thing, so the vents are kind of dirty. Usually an indicator that they weren't the best about like changing out their filter or having the HVAC unit serviced and cleaned. Yeah, the filter's pretty gross. Then right next door you have laundry, electric dryer, some storage space. Your vent goes through the roof. And then we have bedroom number 2. I do feel like if any room is smaller than the other house, this one feels just a little bit smaller. And again, like the wear here in front of that closet. And this room, I'm assuming was probably like a kiddo's. We have some pretty like handprints and stuff, or where stuff has been hanging on the wall. You can see where they've like touched up some paint. The downside of this paint is, and they use it in all of their houses, it's builder grade paint, so it is flat and it shows everything. Like usually you can tell like kids' rooms because there will be like swipe marks on the light switch. And with the builder grade paint, it shows up really well. And this is bedroom number 3. I do think out of these 2 rooms, this one is the bigger. Sorry about that, I got a phone call. But I do think these 2 are the bigger of the 2 rooms. Or this one is the bigger of the 2 rooms, not these 2. And then you have like the same double door closet set up back here. All right, so we'll go check out the backyard. This is probably going to be the most expensive upgrade and is probably a big part of where they're getting their pricing from. And then another thing that plays, well, actually, hold on, one thing at a time. So they did this screened-in patio. And honestly, so it kind of goes either way. When these are done professionally, and I do think this one could have been DIY. Can't really tell for sure. But when these are done professionally, they can range from like something like this would be about $5,000. They can go up to even $25,000 to $30,000. You do have TV mount. This is like a nice little area. The screen's not working the best because there is a wasp in here. And then you can see that like the screen's a little loose. I do think that this one may have been like DIY'd, which not terrible, but things like the door dragon happen. And it looks like it's literally just like some frames that they've built and added screen in. But then you do have the extended patio. You have a noisy neighbor too. I'm that neighbor. I have dogs, so. The backyard is a little bigger than some of the other ones we've looked at. Homie, you do not sound nice, to be real. But it is pretty like flat, pretty basic. Not a lot of maintenance going on other than having to mow the grass. I'm not sure what this is. Do you have gutters across the back? HVAC over here. Try and see this door. HVAC is 2018. Another significant thing, so we have a lean on this side of the fence. This, I'm pretty sure, is grapevine, and it will take over everything you love. So, fence is leaning on this side, and then it's leaning the opposite direction on this side. It does look like this is your neighbor's fence, since the pretty side's facing them, and this is also your neighbor's fence. It could be a situation where you put your own fence up, you try to fix it yourself, you offer to go in half to fix it. We have a lane over here too. There he is. He's little and he's fast. Okay, so I think that wraps this up. This is 606 Labarre, listed for $345. It is a 4-bed, 2-bath, built in 2018. 1903 square foot is what they have it listed at, or advertised at. Roof was new in 2020. Security system and fridge stay. We have a lot of like light bulbs that need to be replaced. But other than that, I think that's it. This one is the one that has a lot of the upgrades that we talked about. And this is probably the closest one we've looked at to the school so far. So let me know what questions y'all have.